Radio. My name is Alex on the mic on Twitter. I got Christina Grimmie in the studio with me right now, and she won our Macy's iHeart Radio Rising Star competition. How cool is that?
Winning this means so much in my career. I get to perform on that stage, open for the entire iHeart Festival. So I was like, I kind of need to spam this. If there's anything to spam, it's like fans go vote. And they did, and we came through.
Did you have fans hitting you up on social media saying, I voted for you 500 times?
Oh my goodness, yes. I got people saying, I voted 10,000 times.
What?
I'm going, how? First of all, and two, thank you
Thank you for doing that. Also, did you sleep at all? Were you eating?
That was the question of the day. Did you stop?
Apparently not, and it definitely paid off.
Radio on iHeart Radio. Alex, you're hanging out with Christina Grimmie, who has won our Macy's iHeart Radio Rising Star competition. She's going to be opening up the entire iHeart Radio Music Festival, which is so huge. So, Christina, I know you have a huge social following, whether it's Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Do you feel like it's that way because you interact with them a little bit more?
Yeah, I'm definitely interactive, and that's so important. I don't feel like people do that a whole lot. I try to relate to them. I try to be funny. Sometimes I'm funny, but I'm not funny all the time. But, they laugh at me. So, it's, we just have a lot of inside jokes, It's just, I don't know. It's just fun. They're like your friends at the end of the day.
M Style Radio on iHeart Radio. Alex here in the studio with Christina Grimmie. So, Christina, you're going to our iHeart Radio Music Festival. You won our Macy's iHeart Radio Rising Star competition, which means you're going to be opening up the entire festival. What are you most excited about?
Oh, my goodness. Everything. I'm excited about meeting some fans that come out. I'm excited about seeing Walk the Moon because they're my favorite band in the entire world. And I'm just excited to just prove myself on a stage that big, It's and honestly, I'm not even nervous. I can't be nervous. I don't have time to be nervous, number one. But number two, it's I've done this. I've been preparing for this,
Girl, you got this.
I've been preparing. I've got this. I just want to go out there and, do my thing.
Now, Radio on iHeart Radio. It's Alex here, hanging out with Christina Grimmie, who's actually co-hosting with me today. Now, Christina is our Macy's iHeart Radio Rising Star winner. So she's going to be opening up the entire iHeart Radio Music Fest. And Christina, I got to say, you are one of the most grounded, just down-to-earth girls I've ever met in the industry. How do you stay so grounded? Do you ever have to just check yourself?
You have to check yourself every day. And for me, I've never, I have a family that kind of keeps me grounded. And so it's kind of I don't really go off in these long egotistical tangents, because my family, if I'm being one way about something, they're going to bring me right back down. So I don't want everything in this industry to become more overwhelming than it already is. I want to just stay focused and do my thing and take it one day at a time.
On iHeart Radio, Christina Grimmie's in the studio with me. So, since you are our Macy's iHeart Radio Rising Star, you've been working with Macy's. How's that experience been? I mean, it has to be incredible to be working with such an iconic brand.
It really is. Honestly, Macy's has kind of always been the go-to store for me growing up. So it's really cool that, this contest has everything to do with them and iHeart Radio. Because I'm Macy's would be the one place that I'd go if I couldn't find, I need an outfit for this event or this event. It's Macy's. Macy's has everything. It's not I have to try to force myself to like anything. I just like everything already.
Radio on iHeart Radio, Alex here. So Christina Grimmie is in the studio with me. She is our Macy's iHeart Radio Rising Star. All right, I gotta ask, girl, you're kicking off the iHeart Radio Music Festival. Do you know what you're gonna wear yet?
Yeah, I actually went to Macy's in New York. I tried on a bunch of stuff, found the perfect stage outfit, found the perfect daytime outfit.
Nice.
And I know it's going to be very, very hot, so I made sure that I, picked something appropriate for that weather.
Oh my gosh, you already know it's going to be so hot too. Listen, I do want to ask you what you're going to be wearing on the main stage, but first, CEO on iHeart Radio, Alex here hanging out with you with Christina Grimmie, who is our Macy's iHeart Radio Rising Star. So how did you choose your performance attire for the music festival? What was your thought process on that? Did you want to be more glam? Or are you trying to be a little bit more casual?
Well, I definitely did not want to do a casual thing for this stage because the more casual I look on that stage, I'm not really going to stand out amongst everyone else that follows me.
Yeah.
So I'm I need to do something, a little bit crazier. And I love outfits that kind of have not a train, not like a wedding dress train, but something with a little bit of length to
Ooh,
it.
I like that.
So that when I'm kind of walking or running around, it does its little wind thing. And
Dramatic effect.
exactly. That's what I was kind of looking for, and I found it almost right away. So
You're going to be slaying.
Never enter. This is M Style Radio.
I believed in all your candy hearts, baby. 'Cause you love
It's
is
cliche by the girl who's actually sitting in front of me right now, Christina Grimmie. So, Christina, we were talking a little bit about what you're going to be wearing to the iHeartRadio Music Festival because you are our Macy's iHeartRadio Rising Star. But I got to ask you, what do you plan on wearing on your feet?
okay, so I used to hate heels. I used to not be able to walk in them. And then I went on tour in Europe, and I forced myself. I'm like, you're gonna wear heels the entire time.
Good.
And you're gonna get great at it. By the end of the tour, I was jumping around, doing crazy stuff. So that super prepared me. And I'm like, okay, I want the biggest heels you can find. I want like super high, like to the knee kind of stuff.
I love
so
it.
we've got cool stuff coming up for that show.
What do the heels look like?
They're like gladiator-esque.
Oh,
a
my
little bit like
favorite style right now. Yes.
And it comes up, if you can imagine, to the knee. And it's
Yes.
like golden black. It's just awesome.
When I see you, I'm going to be screaming things like slay.
I plan on slaying, don't worry.
Heart Radio. It's Alex hanging out with you, and I'm actually with Christina Grimmie in the studio right now because she is our Macy's iHeartRadio Rising Star. Now, Christina, you were on The Voice and everything, but you've been around before The Voice because I remember when I was in college, we went to high school with your brother. My best friend hit me up and was like, hey, you remember Marcus? Well, his little sister makes music. Her album's really good. You should get it. So I listened to it, and I was like going through a breakup too, and I was like, liar, liar.
That's the one. That's the song.
Yes, and I was just like, so when I saw you on The Voice, I was just like, oh my God, that's so cool.
Right?
Do you have like fans that have just been like a core fan base that's been following you from the very beginning when you're like making covers and all that?
Absolutely. Yeah. There's like, and they're the ones that are, I think, the most proud, They're like, we knew you from, your first video, your first big video, And then, of course, the people that kind of hopped on the bandwagon for The Voice, like, I adore them as well. And they certainly have pride, like,
Yeah.
Team Grimmie, like, that's awesome. But the original ones is so, I almost feel like it's a smaller unit because it was like from the beginning,
Yeah.
We're like a big family at this point.
Radio on iHeartRadio, it's Alex here. So I'm here sitting with Christina Grimmie. She is our Macy's iHeartRadio Rising Star winner. She's going to be at our iHeartRadio Music Festival, actually opening it up. Gotta ask, who are you most excited to see at the festival?
The one person I would love to just sit down and have a conversation with is Tori Kelly.
Oh, she is so refreshing, so nice. And yeah, she's going to be performing at our Daytime Village at the iHeartRadio Music Festival. And we're going to be there because we're going to be in the Macy's booth. So, I'm sure we'll see her.
Well, she's just so, that's actually the key word I've been using. It's refreshing to hear her and to hear her talk. Like, she's just an intelligent girl. She knows what she wants. She's never changed for anybody. I just think that's really cool,
Absolutely. Actually, I have her song Should Have Been Us coming up right after this. It's Hosier on M Style Radio. On iHeartRadio, I got our Macy's iHeartRadio Rising Star in the studio with me, Christina Grimmie. So, Christina, you've been writing music for a long time, right? This is something you are extremely talented at. I'm curious, do you write from personal experience or do you, write through living vicariously through someone else?
Well, lately, my thing has been the vicarious writing. I like to, live life a little bit and write vicariously through other people's lives, whether it be someone I know or someone I hear about on the news or, a person I made up in my own imagination, which I guess would be writing about myself. But, I like to pull things from, a bunch of different things because the more I find that I write about myself, I'm just running out of things at this point because I'm like, not that you can really run out of things, but I'm like, I want to be more creative. I want to reach further and do things that maybe is outside of the box for me,
Challenging yourself is never a bad thing. Christina Grimmie in the studio with me right now. M Style Radio and iHeartRadio. I'm Alex on the mic on Twitter. And I got Christina Grimmie in the studio with me right now. She is our Macy's iHeartRadio Rising Star. So I know you have Cliche out, you have Shrug out, which we're about to play next. But do you have any more music kind of coming up?
There is definitely new music on the horizon. See, well, the thing is I wanted to get it out soon, like soon. But with everything just kind of stacking on top of each other, you know, you got iHeart and preparing for that. I'm like, I want to have new music ready for it, but I also want this album to be so good.
Yeah.
I don't want to, rush something. I want to make sure it's perfect. I feel like this is kind of like my time to shine, so I don't want to, do anything not good.
Well, you're killing it right now. We're actually going to play your new song. This is Shrug by the girl who's sitting in the studio with me right now, Christina Grimmie. Turn it up, M Style Radio.
Yeah. We swaggin' on my Christina Grimmie
And the swaggin' now. So, you've been hanging with my ex all day. All day. You don't say thanks for taking what I threw away.
M Style Radio and iHeart Radio. Christina Grimmie has been on the show with me today. It was so fun having you on the show today. And next time I see you, we're going to be in Vegas at the Macy's tent in the Daytime Village. And you're going to be out there slaying.
Right? Work it.
Seriously, that's what I'm going to be screaming at you when you wear your gladiator shoes, which I might have to go in the shoe department and find for myself. Listen, if you are tuned in right now, make sure you get Christina's new single, Shrug and Cliche. And Christina, I'll see you in Vegas. Style Radio on iHeart Radio. Christina Grimmie has just left. Man, I cannot wait to see her in Vegas. Listen, if you haven't seen the new lineup for our iHeart Radio Music Festival, it was announced this morning. Check it out on news.iheartradio.com.